psi emitters have been augmented by technology recovered from the Mobius Foundation. If discovered, it will trace back to Valerian Minsk.
I've accepted that my father is beyond redemption, and must be removed from power.
Yes.
The Emperor has arrived, General. He wants to make his announcement soon.
Does he? We'll be watching closely. If anything goes wrong, your orders are to kill that boy.
There's not much time left, Emperor.
I know. Everything must go exactly as we discussed. Davis's forces will be focused on my security escort, expecting us to try something. You need to infiltrate the facility while they're distracted, Nova.
I've got it covered.
Take Davis into custody and bring her to the balcony before the end of my speech. Then I'll announce her arrest to the Dominion.
She's not going to go quietly.
She won't have a choice after this. Nova, I'm counting on you.
I've been running scans on Davis's compound. Unfortunately, their security appears to be quite thorough.
That's why they're sending me.
Indeed. Davis's communications have revealed that she'll be watching the speech from inside her office. However, you will have to take a long route through the compound in order to reach her.
So it's either stealth or full force. I'll gear up accordingly. How do I get inside?
Patrols are light in the sewers located below the building. You should be able to infiltrate the area without too much trouble.
No trouble at all. I'm in.
Head toward these coordinates. They'll lead you into the rest of the compound.
All right. I'm counting on you to be my eyes down here. It's a visor. I should be able to control one of the defenders pretty easily with it.
I get the feeling you've done this before. Wait. There's a laser detector ahead of you. I believe a flashbang grenade could disable it.
I don't have any. But I bet this visor will get one of the defenders to do the job for me.
What the hell is that Thor doing? Get it out of here!
Using your enemies against each other. An elegant solution. You may need some additional equipment as you move forward, Nova. I planted a storage locker near your current position.
I'm starting to think you're sneakier than I am.
You're almost out of the sewers, Nova. The exit is just ahead.
Open fire!
Loud and clear. Confirm that last. Okay. I've reached the inside of the compound.
General Davis is still in her office. She's not taking any chances until the speech is finished. 2 security rooms are monitoring the door's locking mechanism. You'll need to get to them and override the controls before the Emperor finishes his speech.
On it.
Here are the locations of the security rooms. Good luck, Nova.
I'm going to need it. I see the security room, but I can't get into it.
Try controlling the guards who are already inside, then.
There. One of the control panels is set. Now for the other one. Acknowledged.
Davis's forces were conducting advanced weaponry tests in this sector. Let's have a look at their findings, shall we?
Can't wait. Rigel, I've gotten a hold of the advanced weaponry, and there's a lot of it.
That's what I was hoping for. Here's the second room. You know what to do next.
I'll make it happen. Executing. Loud and clear.
Davis's office is open. You are clear to make the arrest.
Wait, there's a psionic presence there. It seems familiar.
I knew I'd see you again.
Stone, what happened?
You deserted me and sided with the Dominion to murder your former comrades. Guess I'm next.
They've altered your memories. This isn't you.
We are who we choose to be. And you chose this.
Damn it. I'm going to have to get him out of the way. Executing. I don't want to kill him. But I'll have to weaken him until he can't fight anymore.
That seems more than fair, under the circumstances.
Consider it done.
You were the best of us, Nova. Why betray us?
It was your idea, actually.
More lies.
I'll make it happen. Loud and clear. En route. He's down. Rigel, you have to send someone to help him.
Of course. For now, you should focus on Davis.
Davis, the Emperor has requested your presence.
And if I refuse?
You won't.
The Dominion has always had a strong leader. Stepping into my father's role was challenging, and I often relied on others to support me. As General Davis did, when the Defenders of Man began spreading disinformation about my response to the Zerg attacks. I take these allegations seriously. My administration has completed a thorough investigation of the Defenders of Man. The truth is, they used psi emitters to incite the Pharaoh Zerg to attack, and they have executed unprovoked strikes on the Protoss as well. Our evidence is undeniable. The orders we recovered were issued by none other than General Carolina Davis. She is hereby under arrest and charged with treason against the Terran Dominion. I look forward to announcing the trial date shortly. Get everyone out!
The Defenders of Man. So this is your little base of operations. The Tal'Darim will wipe you from the face of this world.
You could have prevented this, if only you'd listened.
You have fulfilled your purpose, Terran. These pests will die in agony, just as we agreed.
No, that wasn't the deal.
Leave, or you will perish with them.
Our enemies outnumber us on both sides. We need more forces to hold this city against the Tal'Darim.
Several defenders of man squadrons have contacted us, Emperor. It seems the lower ranks weren't aware of Davis's real agenda. Your speech opened their eyes, and they will fight the Tal'Darim with us.
That's a start. We can rely on their outposts to hold the front line for a time, while we focus on getting our reinforcements ready.
I'll join them. I can keep the Tal'Darim scattered on the edges of the city, away from our bases.
We should also deploy liberators and siege tanks to strengthen our positions, and perhaps an SCV or two for repairs.
You always think of everything, Rigel. We're going to need all of it to get through this.
Dominion officials have declared that Vardona is in a state of emergency after Protoss forces began attacking the planet. Emperor Valerian and several high-ranking officials are caught in the crossfire. The Emperor was revealing evidence against the Defenders of Man and their alleged leader, General Davis, when the Protoss struck.
Bad news? Enemy forces are moving down the central streets in these locations. Additionally, I've summoned the Dominion fleet to help us, but it'll be some time before they arrive. Once they're here, our battle cruisers will have no problem blasting through the Tal'Darim. Until then, you've been cleared to build your own.
We already have the plans. First, we must construct a fusion core. Then the ships themselves will require a vast number of resources.
Never thought beating Alarak would come cheap.
Tal'Darim immortals are advancing on our position. They'll carve through our forces unless we stop them.
Leave it to me.
I've ordered the Defenders of Man to build up their fortifications in the side streets. The Tal'Darim will probably strike these areas soon. Your support would be welcome, Nova.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll be there.
In the fleet.
The Tal'Darim's attacks are intensifying. Our outer defenses won't last unless we permanently station reinforcements there. Should the perimeter fall, the Protoss attack forces can converge, and we'll have a hell of a fight on our hands.
They'll also destroy the Dominion Research Center in this vicinity. I heard they were on the verge of a breakthrough.
I'll do my best to keep it safe.
Be careful, Nova. More enemy void rays are flying in from the right side.
Nova, why are you helping these vermin?
There are innocent people here. You already know that. You just don't care.
Nova, the first squadrons in the Dominion fleet have arrived, and will begin supporting our defenses. Our Gorgon-class battlecruisers are particularly effective against heavy resistance. Give the call, and I'll command them to clear an area.
The fleet.
We're returning fire!
The remainder of the Dominion fleet has reached our position, Emperor.
At last. Ensure they fill in the weak points in our defenses. You should also transfer General Davis to one of the brigs. She must be kept under maximum guard, no matter what happens.
Of course. I'll see to it.
You have defied High Lord Alarak again! Such stupidity, even for a Terran.
Janara. I guess Alarak won't fight his own battles. Is she finally gone?
I don't think so. But there are still more Tal'Darim attacking. Our fight has not ended.
This whole time, Alarak has been testing me. I will not fail.
Janara is leading the rest of the Death Fleet toward us, Nova.
We'll finish this, one way or another.
Tal'Darim casualties are high. We've forced them to accept defeat.
There were losses on our side as well. Recall our ships, Horner. We need to get back to Core Hall.
One of the ships isn't responding. The Medusa. They had Davis in custody there.
My scans show the Medusa has already left orbit.
Then she escaped. Return to your ship, Nova. We have much to discuss.
I do not take kindly to betrayal, Terran. You've made a powerful enemy today.
So have you.
Have I now? Your hubris is quite entertaining.
Don't come back.
Nova. The Tal'Darim are warping out, but the damage is done. Now it will be even harder to convince the people that aliens are not a threat.
That's why the Defenders of Man attacked the Protoss in the first place. Davis will go to any length to gain public support, no matter how many innocent lives it costs.
Those were my father's tactics. Davis will answer for this, Nova. Track her down and bring her in to stand trial for her crimes.
Bring her in! We've tried that. It didn't work. There's only one way to stop her.
No. I have publicly declared that Davis is to stand trial in a court of law. Bring her back alive, Nova.
Yes, Emperor.
Nova, our orders are quite clear. It's been hours since we lost contact with the ship that Davis was on. But here's a distress call from the Cerro shipyards. A Dominion vessel is firing on the rest of the fleet.
It's her. Get us there quickly.
The Cerro shipyard is a strategic point for the Dominion. Gorgon battlecruisers are repaired here after taking damage in combat. The shipyard's coordinates are classified, but Davis is aware of them, and the top-ranking defenders still support her.
But what is she planning on doing?
It looks like she left her ship to activate the Xanthos. It's an experimental war machine with an array of heavy assault weapons.
She's going to use it to finish off the fleet. Valerian can't hold on to the Dominion without these ships. How can I take it down?
The Xanthos features prototype armor plating that will repel direct attacks. But if you target its weapons individually, you can bring them offline and force her retreat. The Xanthos will be vulnerable to attack while it's repairing. They'll likely retreat to a secure area during the process. Breaking through their fortifications and striking then is your best chance to destroy it, Nova.
Of course. It always comes down to me.
After a grueling battle, the Dominion military has defeated the Protoss invasion fleet on Bardona. Eyewitnesses claim that many of the Defenders of Man fought alongside the Dominion, indicating that their loyalty may have returned to the Emperor. However, General Davis has escaped custody, and Dominion officials are offering a reward for any information on her whereabouts.
The Xanthos is currently located here, Nova. Admiral Horner has positioned his forces around the docked battlecruisers. Also, I thought it would be useful to listen in on the Defenders' communications again.
Prepare to move out. We will die for Arcturus before we serve his murderer.
Go!
My scans show the Xanthos moving toward a Gorgon. Get ready to counter it. Its weapons array is powering a flamethrower and an armor-piercing railgun.
Head back for repairs. We'll return with greater firepower.
The Xanthos is vulnerable now, Nova, but you'll have to fight your way to it.
Nova, this is Hyperion Actual. We're readying an assault on the Defenders' forces guarding the Xanthos.
Sounds like a party. I'll bring some reinforcements.
Your arsenal operational, General.
Good. You are authorized to strike the enemy. Ready another attack. We've already taken too long.
Nuclear launch detected.
So you fought your way here. You're a good soldier, Nova. But so am I.
Nova, the Xanthos is transforming. This combat mode was classified, even from me. I don't know what you'll be facing.
Send in the reserves. This ghost will fight us to the end. I still need more forces. If we fail today, we lose the Dominion. All personnel to my position. We have risked everything for this.
It is done. Preliminary scans show some injuries among the crew, but Davis is still alive. However, the communications channels are chaotic. She hasn't spoken since the crash.
Just send me her last known coordinates. I'll find her myself.
Of course. Davis should be just ahead. She seems to be alone.
Good.
November Terra. I knew your family when you were a child. We were all part of the same circles back then. The same side.
The past doesn't matter. On the move.
I have made mistakes, and I will pay for them. I know why you're coming here. You think you're going to do the right thing. What you don't realize is that if you do this, you are no better than I am. Think on that before you act. I will say no more.
On the move. Loud and clear. Go to hell.
Nova, what have you done?
I know you're there, Nova. You deliberately disobeyed the Emperor's orders. But then I knew him before he was the Emperor, when he was only the Crown Prince, and his primary interest was artifacts. I joined his Mobius Foundation dreaming that I'd invent things to astound the sector. Instead, I destroyed my career. This is the only life I have left. The same as you.
Why are you telling me this?
The crew is loyal to you alone, Nova. We will go wherever you lead.
The Dominion's always going to have problems. They'll need us to solve them. Our own way.
And finally, an update on the attempted coup by the Defenders of Man. Tensions have subsided in the Dominion after Emperor Valerian regained control of the government and released all of the related evidence in a public report. Our polls show that most people feel the Emperor was justified in using lethal force against General Davis, given the danger she presented.
What should we do about Nova?
Let her go. For now.